Well, it's really hard to feel bad for the black people. I mean, okay, let's put it this way. Okay, when I was living down in Tijuana for 2 years, um, the only person I even said I would agree to meet up with was the guy that wanted to meet me, and so I decided, okay, he was a black man, and he wanted to meet me, and so I said, well, my birthday is coming up, and so we can go out on my birthday, and I'll take you out for dinner, and I'll give you the free meal because they were going to give me a free meal for my birthday. So I paid for everything. I paid for my meal, got what I wanted, gave him the free meal, right? And just at a restaurant that did that. So while I'm sitting there and I'm okay, so we're done with the meal and I'm filling out you know, the bill, signing my name, paying with my card, put it back into the book for the waiter to take, gave it to the waiter, and I got up and went out for a cigarette. And I came back and the book was laying there on the table, and I picked, took my card out and took the card and put it back in my wallet. But then, come the end of the month, and on the day I got paid, because this guy knew I, was disabled, but someone had ran up a bill over $900 about 6 o'clock in the morning on my card, and it was the morning I got paid for my disability on SSDI. So I put two and two together and figured out it was him because he was the only one that had access to my card, and he's the one that did it. So he robbed me. I mean, he robbed my bank account, stole money from my card. He ran up a bill on Target online and purchased a bunch of stuff at Target by 6 o'clock in the morning before I had a chance to go get my money out. Yeah, it really happened. So, and then when I was down in Mexico, though, two of the black guys that were living downstairs, when I was upstairs and they were living downstairs, they got robbed by the Mexican police. Yeah, they stole all their money. So, I mean, it's really hard to feel sorry for them, because, I was raw. I didn't do a damn thing wrong with this guy who fucking robs me. I go over here at Walmart, same thing. I walk into the bathroom, I go into the disability stall, because there's more room for Coco and I to, I can put him down. And so the thing is, I go in there to go to the bathroom all the time, and I see stuff like empty packages, empty packaging. I see clothing tags on the floor. I see all kinds of stuff where people have obviously stolen stuff from the store. I see this going on all the time. And so, in this Walmart, every cashier, let's say it's all black. Every cashier is black. There's like maybe two white people. I mean, working, cashiering. Maybe two or three, and all the rest are black. All the other registers are staffed with black people, and so it's predominantly black. So it's like, but the thing is that it's really hard to feel sorry for them. When they rob you, steal from the Walmart, turn a 24-hour Walmart into, to where it's got to close at midnight because they're getting too much shoplifting in the early AM hours, store hours. because of black people. And so, this is what goes on. And they want everyone to feel sorry for, oh, we're not equal, and all these songs singing all about, oh, the nigga's not equal, and the nigga's not this, and the nigga's not that. But the niggers are doing it to themselves. They do it to themselves. Nobody forces them to steal from the stores. Nobody forces them to rob me, rob anybody else. I mean, I had my wallet stolen by a black man when I was down in Fort Lauderdale. Robbed me. Right on there on the street. Just came up and stuck his hand in my pocket, grabbed my wallet, and ran. So nobody forces these people to do anything. They do it to themselves. This is what I'm saying, is that, this is why, people don't like them. Because of what they do. It's not because they're black. It's because of what they do now. They're all well educated. They all go to the same schools. Like I said before, they're all well educated. They all go to the same schools. But they choose to, continue and perpetuate the problem. It's not just white people. It's what they do, even after they've been well educated and schooled and everything else. They choose to be the way they are. And that's the problem. And of course, it just, it's not all of them, but it's enough of them to where, I've been directly affected by it all my life. All my life. I've been directly affected by it. I've been robbed by black people. Been robbed by white people too. But I would say 10 times more black people than white people I've been robbed by. Literally. And, this is the problem. They feel like, somehow everybody owes them something, or they need to rob from people, because somebody owes them something, or whatever it is. I don't know. But, they have a bad reputation because of what they do themselves. It's nothing what anybody's done to them. They do most of what they do, they've done it to themselves. So they can't, blame everything on white people, okay? And they can't blame or Mexicans or anybody else. A lot of things that people do, they do to themselves. That's the problem. That's the fact of the matter. Right there. And, so, and I like I said, when I was a kid, I grew up, where I was living, and, it's like I had my bike stolen a couple of times. I figured it was black people. I was standing there fishing. I was down there fishing, and I set my fishing pole down. Some black kid came up and stole my fucking fishing pole. Yeah, stole my fishing pole. So I mean, this is from like when I was a little kid, even. That's my experience with black people. Trying to rob me and steal from me and shit. I say I've had a lot of problems with black people robbing me and stealing from me and shit. And who's to blame for that? They are. They're to blame for it. All right. They're to blame for it. Their parents don't control them. You see when I go over to McDonald's over here. I mean, they leave garbage and trash all over the place. There's garbage all over the place around here because they have no respect for themselves. And it's really sad because they don't even respect themselves. And they don't even respect where they're living or where they're staying or anything else. And that's the problem. They leave garbage everywhere. They don't even care. They just throw it on the ground. They don't give a shit. They just throw garbage everywhere. Like they don't even give a fuck about their own surroundings. It's just dirty, nasty ass people. And and lying and stealing and all this shit that they do. I mean, like it just doesn't matter to them. Who they steal from, or who they rob, and who they, you know, and they whatever they've done it to themselves. And that's all there is to it. And they're the only ones that can correct a lot of the problems that they have in this society, is by not doing what they do and being the way they are and stuff like that. That's how you solve the problem.